Let me start by saying there is way too many of us in this little room. What are we doing? They said this was outdoors. It's not. They lied to us. We're in a hermetically sealed tent right now. I would not have come to this. Why is there a roof? It's more important that we have 3 chandeliers than that we make sure we don't kill Eugene Levy tonight. That is what has been decided.
That was actor Seth Rogen during last night's Primetime Emmy Awards. Last night, Hollywood leftists once again demonstrated their total contempt for the rest of us by not only violating their own COVID-19 rules, but flaunting those violations. Just the latest display from America's elites who have no problem imposing their will on 2-year-old kids can't be bothered to follow the rules themselves. Joining me now to talk about this, Hypocrisy, First TV contributor Tiana Lowe. Tiana, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Coming right on the heels of the Met Gala and AOC and the unmasked attendees, but the masked staff. Feels like Hollywood a little tone deaf on this one, Tiana. What do you think?
It's pretty clear that the mask policies in place nationwide have nothing to do with COVID and have everything to do with who has the power to defy a mandate. A 2-year-old cannot stand up for themselves. If you're an employee of the Met at the Met Gala, you cannot stand up for yourself without the risk of being fired. If you're AOC or her tax cheat dress designer, nobody cares. And look, in DC, the rule currently, stupidly, is that everyone has to wear a mask indoors at this point. I think you and I are both on the same page that all indoor mask mandates are dumb, because if you want the vaccine, you've already gotten it. If you don't want it, that's your choice. But in New York, the thing that made the Met Gala situation and the Emmy so particularly egregious is that these are places where fully vaccinated people do not have to wear masks indoors. Yet the servants have to wear masks anyway. So no, when Barack Obama threw his birthday party, he wasn't being hypocritical because he's not the one trying to impose the mask mandate on everyone. What is hypocritical is when you see Nancy Pelosi impose a mask mandate on the House because she knows a bunch of Hill staffers aren't going to be able to defy the mandate, but she can then throw her own dinner parties where only the staff serving her is masked while the rest of her rich friends aren't. That makes it very clear that this is not about the science.
Yeah, speaking of powerful people from the San Francisco area, San Francisco Mayor London Breed was seen in photos partying indoors, no mask. Not just her, everyone around her, no mask. Here you go. People dancing. And I just want to be very clear. I like that these individuals are partying and having fun and enjoying their lives, as everyone should be able to now, as everyone should be and should have been for a long time. My problem is not with the party. My problem is the mayor's there and she has an indoor mask mandate in place in San Francisco. And here she is explaining why. Yeah, but I mean, she was like really excited at this party, so the mask mandate doesn't matter here.
There was something that was really monumental that occurred, and that is Tony, the original members, the brothers, Raphael Sadiq and Dwayne Wiggins, who have not performed in public for, I believe, at least over 20 years. If you know who they are, I don't care where you're sitting, you're gonna get up and start dancing. My drink was sitting at the table. I got up and started dancing because I was feeling the spirit and I wasn't thinking about a mask.
Next time I get on an airplane, I'm going to look at the airline attendants who act like the little agents of the Stasi when it comes to Fauci masking and say, no mask for me, I'm feeling the spirit.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna say next time I'm in a grocery store, no, I'm just vibing. I mean, it's really a shame that we're focusing on the masks, that we have the fun police, because I'm just vibing. I mean, they're so close to falling into a puddle of logic where I just need one of these blue city mayors to come out and finally say, this is dumb. I'm not following the rule because the rule isn't about any science. Because what's the number one thing they say? Oh, we're all vaccinated, whatever. That's the whole point, and then furthermore, and I know that you and I have talked about this before, the fact that these vax mandates or these vax passports don't even include prior immunity from a previous COVID case, when we now know we have a bunch of public health officials saying that the immunity conferred from a prior COVID infection is as strong, if not stronger, than that of the vaccine. So, I mean, there are a billion things that they could be doing if they were serious about this. For starters, making sure that everyone at the overflowing in our southern border provides negative COVID tests and are vaccinated. That is something where the federal government has obvious power to impose those mandates. That's not even a legal question. The fact that no, instead we're going after the 2-year-olds is a pretty solid sign that this is all about politics.